Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back for another reaction video. This one is going to be a very popular YouTuber here in the Philippines. Her name is Jessica Lee, and she is Korean who was brought up here in the Philippines.
Okay.
We have gotten the honor to talk to a lot of Filipinos who have grown up in the Philippines, and that has, its own interesting stories. But having somebody who is a foreigner who grows up here in the Philippines has seen, the Philippines change and everything, and going back home to Korea and seeing how things are there and everything will have an entirely different perspective. And so this video she made about what it's like growing up as a Korean here in the Philippines, we thought would be very interesting for us to review.
Yeah, I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
Because all I've known are like stories from my mom, but she's full Filipino, so she obviously has a different perspective.
Exactly. And she
older.
left 33 years ago, so she is missing a big gap here. So this is going to be pretty cool. She is an amazing YouTuber, so definitely check out her channel afterwards. We'll make sure the link is down in the description. Let's check this out and we'll go react to it.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
When was the happiest moment of your life? This is the question that I get asked for several times in my life. To answer this question, I must go back to the day when I first visited the Philippines.
I love her editing, by the way.
Playful, wild, and adventurous 9-year-old
Oh wow, she looks so much different.
To the Philippines to
Yeah.
learn English. Hey guys, it's Jessica here. In
Yeah, she looks
celebration
really
of the
different.
Yeah.
Like if you were to put if you were to just show those child photos, I'd be like, who is that, your cousin or something? Or like, I wouldn't have assumed that was her.
Right, but if we showed pictures of you when you were 8 years old, people would be like, yeah, that's you.
Yeah, just darker or lighter, depending on what season you
If
got
it was
me in.
summer or winter,
If it's a Christmas photo, I'm white. If it's a summer photo, I'm brown. that was the only difference.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Growing up in Canada.
Foundation Day in Korea last October 3, the Korean Cultural Center took a part in the Philippine Star newspaper to raise awareness about both countries, Korea and the Philippines, friendship. Thankfully, I was able to take a part in this project by writing a few words about my experience of living and studying in the Philippines
That's
for
amazing.
9 years. Yes,
9
you guys heard
years,
it right.
nice.
I was on the newspaper, the Filipino newspaper.
That's cool.
So thank you so much to you guys for making this happen for me and also the Korean Cultural Center as well. Now I'd like to discuss
Her pronunciation
more about why I really
for English
consider
though
the
is way
Philippines
better
my
than
second
ours.
home.
Like
Yeah,
when
yes.
She's got such a clear voice. Meanwhile, I feel like when I talk, I'm just like mumbling.
Honestly, if you come from an English-speaking country, you become lazy with the language.
Yeah.
And when you're learning the language as a second language, you often speak it better.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you speak it properly. Like pronunciation. See that?
Yeah.
See that? Pronunciation matters when you're
That's
learning
true.
Another language.
Yeah.
But if it's your first language, then you have like slang. You're half saying the word.
More better.
More better, bestest. All that good stuff.
We're bad at
I
it.
literally thought bestest was an actual word. Now I can't even speak English.
Like your bestest bestie.
Yeah, like this is the bestest meal I've ever had. For the longest time, I thought that was a real thing. But then it's like most best or like something. I don't know. Or you just say best. Like it is the best. You can't have more than the best.
You don't need, yeah.
It doesn't go bestest, you
No,
know. But I
yeah.
thought there was, so I would say it.
More bestest.
I wasn't the only one. That's all I have to say.
It was the winter of 2009 when I first flew to the Philippines. It was a very special trip for me as it was my first time going outside of Korea and also first time riding a plane. I was also excited to try the famous mangoes for the first time, as mangoes were something that I only saw in pictures or on TV.
Oh, wow.
Bacolod, a small city.
Wait, what?
Mangoes in Korea? What?
I thought Korea had like a really intense fruit thing. Like you could get really expensive fruit and you give them as gifts for Christmas or something.
Well,
and
if
it's
mangoes
actually
are really
nice.
expensive, then maybe she couldn't afford it.
Yeah, but it was not just mangoes. It was but maybe if you're 9, you just
yeah.
There's probably a ton of things I didn't eat when I was 9.
True.
Beautiful smile. This is where I first settled in the Philippines. Most of my childhood memories and the happiest moments of my life linger there. This is how my classroom in the English Academy looked like. We called this room cubicles, where we had one-on-one class with teachers.
Wow.
The idea of a teacher
Wow.
for me was someone who I had to look up to and obey to unconditionally. Until I met my English teachers in Bacolod. I remember that they treated me with full respect, compassion, and warmth, despite me being the foreign kid who never opened her mouth.
Nice.
Because I did not know how to speak.
Yeah, the funny thing is I can read that. I would have to look twice.
I know. Your brain usually autocorrects.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
didn't know that, your brain, if like typically autocorrects, if you're reading like paragraphs quickly, you won't even notice spelling mistakes a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Fluently by then. My teachers would try hard to communicate with me by bringing up subjects or topics that I would be interested in, which was food.
Food.
Oh,
They would
yeah.
get me different Filipino snacks and candies like
That's so
Milo
smart.
and Max. Street food.
We
That's
just
so
found out
smart.
about Milo recently. Would you like a Milo
Yeah.
dinosaur? Wow, that sounds
That sounds so
extraordinary.
fancy. No, it's just chocolate milk.
Just chocolate milk.
It's really good chocolate milk, but
Yeah,
like
it was. It was.
we thought it.
We haven't had Max before.
Yeah.
Though.
menthol.
Foods like banana cue,
Ah.
buko juice, even pancit canton, and more. Some teachers would even
Respect.
pack some food from their home just to share it with me. By this time, though, I didn't even realize that what I tried were Filipino food. Food was just food, and I enjoyed everything because
Proper.
it was just so delicious. I also enjoyed being able to swim in the sun
Look at the
every single
background.
day. Because me and my brother loved swimming, we even had a swimming coach who taught us how to swim.
See, that's the thing. We live here in the Philippines, but we don't swim as often as we should.
No,
Like, we
literally
have
2
everything.
minutes, 2 minutes from the beach,
Ugh.
and we've probably been to it like.
We moved to the new house. We got to use that pool. We got to use that
My
pool.
goal is to use it like once a day at least.
Yeah, like,
Because it's so nice and nobody else uses it from what
Exactly.
we've seen.
and that's typical,
Yeah.
right? You moved to buildings, and like other than
Yeah.
during COVID, we were just every day we could when it was open.
Until they closed it.
Yeah,
and
until
were
they
like,
closed it. but-
No.
Yeah,
And we're like,
yeah.
we were the only ones using it anyways.
Exactly. We're the
It's
only people in the
fine.
room.
Yeah.
But yeah, we loved it. But we had thousands of people live in the building, and nobody uses them.
And
Whoa, what was
yes,
that voice?
Because of
That
that,
was my growl.
I was always suffering from sunburn.
That's gnarly.
Through
Oh.
food and playing, I got really close to my teachers to a point that we would hang out outside of the English Academy. One time, my mom and my teachers prepared a surprise birthday party for me where I
Oh,
had
that's
an
so
amazing
cute.
time.
This whole
It
video
was
is
not
so
simply
emotional.
about
It's so
making
wholesome.
a
Yeah, it is.
relationship with my teachers as a teacher and a student. It was about forming an intimate bond with them as human beings. There were teachers who my family was specifically close to, like nuns and unis. They are basically my ates. They would sometimes invite us to their houses for parties and get-togethers. By the time I was on the top of the world when I would get invited to Nanda's house on the weekends. Her family was
Aw.
not the
That's
most
amazing.
prosperous, but rich in spirit and full of
So
joy.
many.
Honestly, that's so true.
It looks.
All the parties.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The parties, the socializing, everything often
Yeah.
are the people who have the least. Because, well, and then what at the end of the day, when I say have the least, I'm saying have the least in money, but they have the more
Yeah.
because they have love
The
of family and
spirit,
friends.
Yeah, the
and
family,
Yeah.
everything. And then they're the ones who always offer food.
Yeah,
as
they do.
well.
Yep.
And they're like, here, do you want
Give you a
some? And
shirt
it's
off your
like-
back. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the spring. They always welcomed me with open hearts and offered me the best things to give. Delicious food, a warm bed, and most importantly, their precious time. I experienced my very first Filipino parties at her house, like on Christmas or New Year's Eve. This was the time when I realized for the first time in my life why people party. Bonding, sharing good food, dancing, singing
Games.
karaoke, playing games, and simply having fun together with her family and neighbors taught me what it means to feel pure happiness. interacting with my Filipino teachers there in the most genuine way. I just saw myself fitting in the environment in the most natural way. They, my teachers, are the ones who fed my spirits as a child. They are the ones who just never really failed to make me happy. As time passed
So
by,
wholesome.
That's so sweet.
Isn't it? Oh my gosh. I'm like, wow.
I like that a lot.
And I honestly, I have a feeling by the end of this, she's going to say that she was very lucky that she got to grow up here in the Philippines.
Of course.
Like, doesn't it look
can
like
tell,
she had such an amazing
Obviously,
time?
yeah, she's not saying she's had a bad time, clearly.
No.
So
Well, we all have bad
it's
times
nice.
in our lives, but
Yeah.
yeah. Wow.
Decided to move to the Philippines permanently in the year of 2011. Before me and my brother's school year started, our family spent a lot of time with this Filipino family we met through our swimming coach. They were from Silay and they helped my mom a lot with all the paperwork to settle in the Philippines.
Wow.
Me and my brother joined our coach's swimming team representing the city of Silay. With the family of the members of the swimming team, I made lots of unforgettable memories, traveling to different places, sharing
so
each
cool.
other's hobbies, and more. We bonded as if we were a real family. This is also the time when I naturally learned about the major characteristics of Filipino culture. Well, not only learned, but actually practiced it as if I was already a part of the Philippine society. I will never forget my first day of my school in LaSalle, Bacolod. Oh, the uniform. I really hated how it looked like, but I got used to it as time passed by.
It's cute, but I would hate uniforms as well.
You would?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, technically, it's easier because you don't have to decide,
Mm-hmm.
but you still have to put it on, which is like, okay.
Well, I guess it removes the cool kids, not cool kids sort of thing,
Well,
too.
Half the time, I feel like they're not even comfy because they're kind of formal, right?
True.
Imagine having to wear a dress every day. I would hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's true. You don't
You
want to be
know?
all wrinkled and
Yeah.
disheveled all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously you look better because like I would just show up in sweatpants, which it's not recommended,
Right. Right.
and it looks kind of sloppy sometimes. Like some people might think it looks sloppy. Okay, I think it looks comfy, and you have better things to do. But so I get what uniforms are for, but also, yeah.
Yeah.
And they can be expensive.
At first, I had a hard time at my school because my English wasn't great. But as I became good friends with my classmates, the barrier of language wasn't a problem anymore. At some point, my friends would just talk to me in Ilonggo because I was able to understand
Nice.
it. Also, I was a part of a wide social circle in my school because thanks to my Silay swimming team, I got to become a swimming varsity of my school. I made friends with swimmers from other schools through this opportunity, and most importantly,
cool.
I met this person.
Honestly, if any kids are out listening there, watching right now, that's the big lesson here. If you want something fulfilling in life, you need to have a passion. And this swimming, look
Yeah.
at what it led her to, right? Meeting so many great people, meeting other families, becoming basically one of their family members, and gives you a lot of goals to attain and
you,
a
yeah,
lot of, you
yeah.
feel good about yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
He was my new swimming coach in LaSalle, Coach Guangku, who would always make funny jokes to me to make me feel comfortable, as I was quite scared of him at first. As I got close to him, I remember I would always compare my height with him, waiting for the day I would get taller than him. And I don't want to sugarcoat all my words and say that everything about the Philippines was about the joys of the spring. Just like every other student, I had
Damn.
my ups
I
and
used to
downs
be able
in
to
my
do the splits
Yeah.
like
that?
Yeah.
Wow. You
I
want
actually-
to try now?
No, I used to actually go past it.
What?
They would like this was
Yeah, I know what
well,
you're
like
talking about.
karate.
Yeah.
They would put two bench like two
yeah,
benches,
two benches and you go down
and
below.
then you would get into the splits, leg on each.
What
bench,
happened?
And they would push it down. I stopped doing karate.
Maybe you
I was
still
gonna
can
make
do
a
it.
joke, but I'm not going. Eventually I would like to.
That'd be amazing. Wow.
It's obviously harder when you're an adult, but you know.
Yeah. But you
It
did
would
it
be
before,
fun.
so you never know.
Yeah, I think I could probably still
Work back
put
up to
yeah,
it.
it would take a lot of work, but it would be cool.
School life. I had crushes, MUs, if you know what that is.
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Put it in the comments, guys. What's an MU?
Mutual
Understandings?
No.
I don't
MU.
know. I don't know.
No idea.
Haters. And one time I even got bullied. I can go on and on about all the elementary days drama, but I'll stop here because if then, this video will last for more than an hour. After my 6th grade graduation in 2013, my family went back to Korea during our summer vacation. And this is the time when I unexpectedly began my K-pop trainee journey.
What?
That's so... Okay.
What?
The rest of my family went back to Philippines in June.
Wait, what the
f-
Yeah.
Wait, go back.
That girl glowed up.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Same year while I stayed in Korea with my dad. To learn more about my K-pop journey, please refer to this video.
That's so
popping up
random.
over here.
All right,
I
you're going to
like
check out that
it.
original
I
video.
respect that.
But not in Bacolod anymore. Our family moved to the Manila area. Manila was a whole new world compared to Bacolod. They spoke in Tagalog, which had a stronger tone compared to a softer Ilonggo. When I first went to Makati, I could not believe how different it was from Bacolod again. The time when I went to an international school by grade 9, I suddenly started to think.
Grade 9?
Wait, what?
Right? Yeah. Wow. With the makeup and everything.
I thought there was a time skip, and then I thought she was 20. I literally thought she
Right?
was 20 in those photos.
And now she's like 14, 15.
Oh yeah, but like it was like grade 9. I'm like, wait, in grade 9, I was barely getting out of bed. How you've been a K-pop trainee and now you're just going into high school?
Right.
That's cool.
About the social environment of the Philippines, which was the enormous gap between the rich and the poor. I look at my right, I see shabby towns and children begging me for money in the streets. I look at my left, I see a fancy village with house gates
That's
as
true.
tall as the palm
Yep.
trees. I got confused. Also, being in this kind of environment made me ask fundamental questions about life. This was the time when I got interested about the Filipino society and started to study its history and culture more deeply. In 2018, I started my YouTube channel after completely
Wait, 2018?
Yeah, she's at 1 million subscribers now.
Wow,
Basically, just
good
right around
job.
1 million.
Yeah. Wait,
My
when she's
K-pop
filming
journey
this,
in
it
Korea.
was
Well-
400. This is when her video. Yeah, when she
17,000.
was making
Oh,
this
yeah,
video,
yeah.
At the
Oh,
same
she's grown
time,
quite a bit,
I
too.
also got into the modeling industry in
Oh.
the Philippines.
I
If
can't
you are
relate.
curious on how I got my modeling journey started, in the
I am
Philippines,
actually curious.
please
You're gonna have to watch
refer
it.
But she
video over
understood
here.
in
As I
Longo,
got
so that's
into
something.
the modeling industry, and I also got
Well, I think she
Plus
learned
she's
Tagalog
pretty.
when she went to Manila. too.
Yeah, I'm assuming as well.
Mhm.
to start my own YouTube channel. I was
Wait, are you saying you're not pretty?
Well, no, I'm not ugly, but I
Come
mean,
on,
she's
you're
very
pretty.
several work opportunities where I learned not only even more deeply about the Filipino society and the culture, but also about the life being at work in a professional manner. The beginning of my work life in the Philippines allowed me to immerse myself into the Filipino society even more. And at the same time, I also noticed myself getting more attached to the country because of how interesting the country was. You know, in terms of its history, its culture, the Filipino personality, and all that. It was, I would say, one of the most unique
That's my
countries
dream.
that I know
Mhm.
of.
Yeah.
My high school life in my new home in the Philippines was indeed a memorable
Wait,
one.
I'm sorry. She's
I
still in high
was
school?
Still in high school. With a
Wait,
massive
wait. Is
Philippine-
this,
or
hold
with a
on.
YouTube
hold
channel?
on. Yeah. Wait, in 2018,
She'd already
she
done
was still in
modeling?
high school? Or is the timeline getting messed up right now?
No.
Welcomed by another great community
Wow,
of people,
okay, awkward.
experienced the ups and downs of my life again, but this time with such thing as consciousness, as I was no longer the foreign kid who knew nothing about the Philippines. One of the most memorable
like I am.
moments of my high school days is when I organized this mural project
That's so
at a
cool.
local village
Very
in the
cool.
Philippines. You can check out the series if you like, and I recommend you to because it's my favorite content in my channel.
I
By
wonder where
March
it
of
is. Have we ever seen
2020,
it? That would be
I
neat.
finally
So this is 2020.
graduated my high school in the Philippines.
Wait,
so,
how
she was
old
in
is
grade
she?
10 by then or whatever in 2018, right?
How old is she? Wait, in 2020, she graduated high school.
Yeah. So she's
What's
probably
the average?
18
Like
or
18?
19.
So that was 2020. So now it's 2022. So she's like a year younger than me.
Mm-hmm. You got some catching up to do, girl.
At some point of my life in the Philippines, and also whenever I visited in...
Okay, the intention of you reacting to this video was not for you to feel less than,
I feel
okay?
like shite now, okay? This is not good.
Goals,
I
goals.
feel like shite.
Okay, goals.
All right.
Never too late.
Korea, I noticed myself considering the Philippines.
I love
That's
the onesie.
amazing.
Oh, this is
The horse.
cosplay.
It's a Halloween party.
All right, well,
Cosplay.
I'm going for it.
By home, I mean a safe place that brings me comfort and a sense of belonging, a place of growth where I can learn to become a better version of myself, and perhaps where I could
Is that
always
Boracay?
return to my truest
Kind of looks like it.
Every beach is Boracay to me now.
Whether I want the Philippines to be my second home or not, it will undeniably remain as my second home.
That's
And I
so
also
cool.
want it to be my home as well. Mostly because, as how this video started, if someone comes to me and asks, when was the happiest moment of your life? I am immediately going to think of my time in the Philippines, right? So this was a pretty much very summarized story of a young Korean girl who's been living in the Philippines for around half
So
her life.
she's not full she's not even half Filipino.
No, she's not. Remember,
So she couldn't get
they
citizenship, right?
No, yeah, they even talked about getting
Yeah.
papers so that they could stay. in the
Yeah,
Philippines,
that
right?
makes it really hard.
Permanent
That
resident.
sucks because she's lived here for so long. So it's
Yeah,
almost
grew up her
like-
whole life here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know what I'm going to say about this. So is also this is very inspiring. I'm sure to many who might be considering moving here with children to the Philippines.
Yeah.
And you are like, well, but what kind of life will they have or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see here, you can have a very fulfilled life, a very accomplished life, and not be Filipino. You will
That's
fit in.
true.
People will embrace you. The Filipino culture will become part of you, which will make you stronger. And yeah, I think this is, a poster child without being a child. You know what I mean? Of what it's like to grow up in the Philippines. This is fantastic.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I
So
really like that.
make sure you are checking out Jessica Lee's channel if you haven't already.
Yeah.
1 million subscribers. I have a feeling many of you that are watching are going to be like, I've been watching. But if you aren't, there you go.
Very cool.
Definitely check it out. That was very emotional and really gives you good perspective. I feel, I don't know, more fulfilled watching it if that
nice.
means anything.
Yeah, it's really motivating. I like it.
Yeah. So I'm glad we did this video. I hope you guys liked the video. And don't forget, we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers ourselves, 10% of Jessica. And we're on a race.
Big
We're going to
goal.
try to get there. Yeah, try to get there by the end of the year, maybe. Who knows?
I think we
With
can-
your help. With your
Okay.
help.
We just have to, and even if we don't do it, we just pretend that, we just pretend.
We always said it was going to be this date.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. All right. So thank you very much for joining.
Thank
Don't forget,
you.
hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Welcome home.
Here we are. Wow. Finally, last time we